Mage, a rewarding struggle. How fares your training, my friend? I imagine you have grown quite accustomed to the swift between spellcast and swordplay by now. I will continue to instruct you, but as I have said before, practical experience will serve you far better than any tiresome lecture. It is important that you treat every battle as an opportunity to learn. Speaking of which, Father Lucius mentioned that he had something he wished to discuss regarding our sigil-branded ambushers. Let's head inside, Sally. I am ashamed that it did not occur to me earlier, but I recall an incident that may be connected to this dreadful cult. A merchant's son was kidnapped at Ulda's some moons ago. When the merchant came forth to pay the ransom, however, both father and child were murdered. The particulars of this terrible act remain unmasked, but evidence that the scene suggests that two were slain by thaumaturgy. What is more, this merchant was a native to Alamingo. Is this not also true of the father of the girl you rescued? Aye, he is Alamingan born, a man by the name of Wilskin, who his wife told me could he have been the true target of the kidnappers? We must speak with Master Wilkin at once. There is too many similarities in these cases to ignore, and I would not put it past this cult to make a direct attempt on his life. In appreciation of such action, I require that after Master Wilkin's trading inquiries, it seems he is presently conducting business with the Mandeville Gold Saucer, delivering stock for game prize or some such. So very resourceful of you, Father. Thank you. Come, Kimiko. The Gold Saucer awaits. To the Gold Saucer, then. They made the Gold Saucer cheap to go to. Cool. Better make it cheap. Ugh. The worst music in the world. Get me out of here. My apologies, Kimiko. I neglected to ask if you were a patron of these halls, but we are here now, and Master Wilkin is still occupied with his trade. I am attempted to endeavor his dealings and learn on what manner of a man we are saving. Let us pay that part of Happy Gambler and wander by his meeting in Mandeville Lounge. Just look for the wonderless, hideous golden statue. This shit. I don't recognize that. Oh. Survey. Yeah, the music stopped. There's our Master Wilkin. Thank you again. We'll make the most of this gift, I promise you. Back straight to the head of now, lad. Our folks will become suspicious. We're done not wrong besides the coin. It's fair, gotten, and the young man he was talking to, he is known to me. One of the lads becoming to the Alamegan resistance, if I'm not mistaken. Well, this is clearly more than some simple business deal, but why waste time on superstitions when we can speak with the merchant himself, okay? Mistress Kimiko and Master XIV, glad I am for this chance to thank you in person for the kindness you've shown my daughters. A Father Luid sent word to expect you. You also mentioned that the dangers of my family is not yet past. You suspect that I have been marked for assassination. Have you any idea of the why? Say, relations with funneling funds to the Alamegan resistance under the gaze of a standard business dealing? I thought as much. I recognized your client as one of the young freedom fighters I'd seen in Galabria. Oh, but rest assured that your secret is safe with us. I myself have spent the better time of my life aiding the resistance. Your dealings do, however, seem to have drawn some rather unpleasant attention. Very well, you saved my children's lives, and so I will trust you with the truth. Many Alamegan refugees and employees here at the Gold Saucer is in no small part due to the wishes of the esteemed owner, Lord Galbert Mandeville. Several of his employees have direct ties to the resistance. The young man you saw before being one of such conduct. As to why I meet with him here, well, it is a matter of hiding the tree within the forest. There was another incident not so long ago where the son of the Alamegan-born merchant was kidnapped by the Crusader of Mages. When the father attempted to pay the ransom, the fiend slew parent and child. I fear this scenario was one they hoped to repeat with you. Yes, a terrible turn of events that was. I did not know the merchant personally, but I knew of his efforts. He too was said to have supported the fortune he made in Elda. There we have our connection. We seek the eradicate resistance sympathizer. I sent the head of the empire behind the cabal. But the forever magic, so they are unlikely to be native Garleans, and puppeteers could very well be a hired killer, or maybe a recruit from a subjective prevalence. We shall learn the truth in due time. For now, however, we must take steps to keep you alive. Lord Mandeville is a member of the Syndicate, and the Gold Saucer is his domain. Striking at me here would be difficult to say at the least. I do, however, have pressing business to attend to in Vesper Bay in the coming days. Vesper Bay, eh? Given the particular approach, I can think of a dozen places from which the assassins could stage an ambush. Mates, you entrust your safety to Kimiko and me? Together we will prove more than a match for any ambushers, and it would also afford us a greater insight into our foe. You certainly appear capable. I will gladly accept your protection. Then it is settled. Let us travel ahead to Vesper Bay and scout out the area. You're quite welcome, sir. Get me the hell out of this area! I really, really hate that song. It's still going. Why is it still going? Ah, ah, ah. Causing me ear death. I should go to the whatchamacallit and turn in my whatchamacallits. So I can be more faster. End times. We need to end times. Hyper. Free company. Free company end times. No, what am I doing? Go. I hear Faye, I'm just like, must kill. 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 Good, you're here. Master Wilkins has begun his overland trek through Ulda. Before he left, I asked the good merchant to discuss his travels arrangements. With less than his usual discretion, assuming the assassins have eyes and ears on the target, we have assumed they will have moved to occupy the most favorable ambush sites. Now, if I were intent on murdering a lone traveler, I would choose one of two options. The first being the ally here in Vesper Bay, and the second being the long, dark tunnel leading into the town. I propose we split up and secure both areas. I will take the back streets and you will have the old mining shaft. Sweep the tunnels clean of ambushers, then meet me back here when you have sure the route is safe. Surveying. What was that? Defeated the ambushes, did you? Well done. As you can see, they had a second group awaiting in the wings. Your opponents were the same muted attackers as before, yes? I pity these cursed pawns, but we cannot let mercy stay our hands. They are little different from the Walking Dead, and no art can restore them. I did, however, allow one to escape by blade. On purpose, of course. He seemed eager to disengage, and so I obliged. He limped off towards the coast, but with the wound I gave him, will not have fled far. I will track the last assassin to his destination. Pray remain here and greet Master Wilkins. We should be arriving through your secured tunnel any moment now. Ah, Mistress Kimiko, here I am, and with the nary scratch upon my person. My thanks. You have saved my family, and for that I can never truly repay you, but I must at least try. Pray share this gift with Master Angpa. My supplier will be waiting, and so I must take my leave of you. May Nald enrich you and bless you in your endeavors. We've had a stroke of luck. The man I followed leapt into the sea and was fished out by others in the rowboat. I last saw them making for a merchantman anchored out in the bay. Considering the absence of fear, I must assume the one who fled had been commanded by to report the outcome of the ambush. If we can identify the ship, then we may be one step closer to unmasking the vile puppeteer, and then we can take another token of the esteemed Master Wolf. How kind that he seeks to award us. And there is a note here as well, addressed to both of us. You have my eternal gratitude. Twice now has my life been saved by red mages, and twice by one in particular. Mayhaps you remember the day 20 years ago when the Crimson Duelist fought to save the life of a child. I remember you, Master Isabel, for your scarlet garb was forever entrenched into my memory. 'Twas a strange feeling to be recognized for a decade-old deed. Had he not known me, would he have been so ready to place his life on our hands? I wonder. Aside from a few wrinkles, I suppose I have changed little in my appearance. I was coughed thus when we worked to evaluate our excavate our fellow Alagamegans, evacuate our fellow Alamegans. Even at the homeland we knew crumbled around us. But in the end, it is the lives that matters, not the place. Regardless of the circumstances, a red mage must strive to achieve the greatest good. So I must always believe our actions are our own reward, but a little acknowledgement does wonders to sustain one's faith, eh? Well, that completes a rewarding struggle. Thank you for watching my broadcast video. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace and stay funky.